The best in poker news, entertainment, and more. This is the Mark Hoke Show.
I guess I'm making the entrance sort of right at the start there. Here, Nate, I'm going to put the logo up just so we can do it properly. There we go. There's the Mark Hoke Show logo. Right on your screen there on markhokeshow.com. We'll put our little info scroll up there. And now, hey, what's up? Incorrect start to the show. Incorrect, everybody. That's all right.
It's okay, Mark. We're allowed to make mistakes.
We are. Everyone
Just like the president, right?
Yeah, everyone makes mistakes, so yes, they do. Your sister and your brother and your dad and mother, too. Remember that?
No.
Oh, God, the days of good public television. Now I got to remember what that was for. I think that was either Mr. Rogers, Sesame Street, or Electric Company. I'm going to have to dig that one out. But a good little ditty there for everybody. Yeah, that's when we learned things when we were children. You know? As opposed to worrying about Kim Kardashian's ass. But hey, we are live here at the Seminole Hard Rock and Roll Poker Open. It'll be our last Mark Hoke Show.com broadcast for a couple of days. Tomorrow, of course, we come back on KLEV and we'll announce that special guest for you in a little bit. And then Thursday, obviously, Thanksgiving Day, and we want to wish everybody a happy holiday. Hope you have a great time. Apparently, last night, I got a great announcement. Al Can't Hang is taking me to the Council Oaks Steakhouse.
Ooh.
As a reward for my outstanding blogging, apparently. So I'm very excited about that. So if I don't get to cook, at least I'm getting a big chunk of meat. Kayleen running around here, by the way, blogging up the Omaha tournament that is on its final table right now. We're all getting a little loopy. We need this Thanksgiving break. There's no question about it. By the way, I got hammered last night. The instigator.
The
The instigator is walking in here right now.
Al?
Mark, have another one. Oh, okay. Mark, there you go. What do you want? Okay. I did not turn him down, and I thank you very kindly, Al, for the great hospitality last night. Oh, baby. Of course, Al lost it. What, did you lose your phone last night? Or? Yeah. Incorrect, sir. Yeah, Al left me hanging at the blue plate last night. It's like, you want to get something to eat? Al still hasn't eaten, apparently. Yeah, Al left me at the blue plate last night, and I'm sitting there waiting for him, and half a little tipsy and, and a little lonely. Just a little.
Just a little.
I lucked out, and I had one of the little comp cards they give out to the players, so the whole trip there cost me like $2.
Oh, nice.
So that was a loss turned into a win for me. It was all right. But I tell you, this place, I mean, if you haven't been down here, the wildfire area where you go outside and where all the shops and the poker rooms out that way too. Shops, restaurants, the whole thing. I mean, it's just amazing out there. And you can also walk past the little small lake area where they got the fountains going up and the colored lighting and everything. It's just amazing down here. So you guys, if you haven't decided what event you're going to be playing coming up here after Thanksgiving.
It has 2 commas in it, and it's a guarantee.
Yeah, stop pissing around and just get down here, for God's sake. You're going to have a great time here at the Seminole Hard Rock and Roll Poker Open. Going off today, of course, right now we've got the final table of the Omaha 8 tournament. Interesting story coming out of that one, by the way. The chip leader decided to wait about an hour and a half, 2 hours before he showed up.
Wow, why would he do that?
I don't know. Maybe it was sleepy time. He did get here, and he was still ahead.
He was still chip leader when he got there an hour and a half later.
Oh, what?
He was still chip leader after an hour and a half of sleeping in?
Oh, they might be chopping that up, too.
Wow.
The dude played about 15 minutes of poker. I think it might win the tournament. That's so awesome. I love it. I love it. The chop atmosphere down here is fantastic. Yeah, but the Omaha 8 apparently is.
What's first place?
In that one, I think it was around like 5,000-ish. somewhere in that ballpark. So, yeah. So that
What's the tax dollar down there in Florida? Where do they start taxing after 5K?
I think at 5K, yeah.
Then if as long as they chopped it for 5K, I'd be okay.
Well, they did that. They did that in the tournament a couple tournaments ago, where the first prizes were 5,000, and the official chop, the guy got 4,900, but I think he ended up getting a little more after everybody went to the cage. But yeah, so pretty smart move on their part. Going on today, the only other event that is main event that is happening is the Big Stack No Limit Hold'em Freeze Out. It's not a re-entry. I think it's the only tournament in this whole thing. It's not a re-entry. We've got a freeze out going on. And it was funny. I don't know if you saw Melissa Burr's post up on Facebook, but she actually had to look up what a freeze out was. Times have changed.
Melissa Burr had to look up what a freeze out was?
Yeah, go look on her Facebook page. She actually put up and was saying, I had to go look up what a freeze out was.
It's called a regular poker tournament.
That's a normal poker tournament. What used to be a normal poker tournament. But yeah, so this Big Stack freeze out going off today. It's a $30,000 guarantee on that. So, so they're guaranteeing a freeze out too.
Nice.
Al said something to me again. I'm sorry, what? So they have cracked that guarantee, by the way.
Nice.
Yeah, so no problems.
So you're down there in fabulous Florida. Do you know how far you are from Venice?
No.
Do you know? I'm not sure either.
You can MapQuest.
A 17-year-old Florida high school student just got arrested for running a prostitution ring in her high school.
Wow. Young entrepreneurs.
Young entrepreneurs, exactly.
I wonder if let's see, what's the business thing that heck, I was in it in high school.
What's a prostitution ring?
No. The business where you do the God, what was it called? Oh, that's terrible. I should know that. It's not the Better Business. It's there's some program in high school. Junior Achievement.
People of America or something.
Junior Achievement.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Junior Achievement was the program where everybody, you tried to the group agreed to start their own business, and like we made custom match covers. We get match packs and stamp. Did stuff like that. Well, that's taken Junior Achievement to a whole other level. Like woo level.
Yeah, it's right outside of Sarasota.
Oh my God. Can you imagine the conversation that would have been going on in the Junior Achievement class on that group on that? So what's going to be our business this year? Well, you know what? I got a few friends. You want to really make some money? Screw the matches, man. Unbelievable. That's a good story, Nate. Thank you.
It was only $40 and a bottle of liquor to have sex with someone.
Wow.
Discounted prices and everything.
Now, the guy that was supervising the Junior Achievement class should have been sitting there saying, 40?
You get 400.
Well, we're throwing in a bottle of Jack. Well, if that's what you want to go with.
They use Facebook, Snapchat, and Kik to find potential clients.
Oh my God. My daughter's starting school. God, that scares me so much. Oh. Yikes. Anyway, let's get back to the poker.
To the poker.
God. Yeah, we could. This show could be all over the place today. All over the place. And by the way, anybody, if any of you guys are listening down in the St. Louis area, we want to wish everybody, stay safe down there. All the craziness going on down there in Ferguson and all over the country, really. Saw protests breaking out everywhere last night with the no indictment on Darren Wilson yesterday. And just, no matter how you feel about it, number one, let's stop lighting buildings on fire. That would be the start. And number two, everyone just be safe, stay out of harm's way. If there's stuff going on around you, just stay in your house, lock down, and don't get out there. Just stay out of it. So we don't want we don't want anybody getting hurt because of something ridiculous.
Treat it like a blizzard, huh?
Pretty much. That's what I would do. I'm not going anywhere. So, let's see what else do we have going on. That's that freeze out's the only event starting today, and then of course, but there are other things happening down here because we do have some of the secondary qualifier events going on, and of course the first one starting at 3:00. This is a big one, Nate. One of the 385 championship qualifiers with 1 in 10 get into the main event. Re-entry tournament, 20 seats guaranteed. 20.
Just put me in it.
Oh, my God. I mean, honest to God, if I wasn't working, I would be playing one of these championship qualifiers. So that's going off today. Also today, we've got 2 more. There's a 1 in 5 championship qualifier, 5 seats guaranteed on that for $750. And then tonight at 8:00, Turbo Championship qualifier, 1 in 10 re-entry, $385 buy-in there. Then coming back tomorrow, no tournaments starting off in the main series. But let's see, the freeze out. Yeah, the freeze out's just a 1 day. So nothing going on there, but it's going to be all satellite day. Noon, championship qualifier, 1 in 10, 20 seats guaranteed, $385. $200 championship qualifier, 1 in 20 get a seat. That's a re-entry. 5 p.m. championship qualifier, 1 in 5 re-entry tournament, 5 seats guaranteed for $750. And 8 p.m. turbo championship qualifier, 1 in 10 re-entry tournament, 5 seats guaranteed on that for $385. So it is satellite day, firing off on Wednesday. And by the way, they're going to be playing some poker here on Thanksgiving night too, which I may hop in there. You have to ship me $50. I'll give me a share. We got a 6 p.m. no limit hold'em re-entry tournament, $200 going on there, and there is also on Thursday an 8 p.m. turbo championship qualifier, 1 in 10 re-entry tournament for $385. So we got a lot going on here. Not in the main series, but a ton of qualifiers to get into that championship that's going to start on Friday. A huge day for that one. $2 million guaranteed in that tournament. $3,500 buy-in. Day 1A on Friday, day 1B on Saturday, and then we go through days 2, 3, 4, and 5 to complete the series. Of course, there's some other events going on between on Sunday, a bunch on Sunday, starting on Sunday and Monday as well. So, man, buckle up for the ride. It's going to be a good one, and a lot of people chasing that $2 million guarantee. $2 million. Money.
Money.
Money, 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 money. Money. Yeah. So book your flights if you haven't done it already. Get in your cars. Ride your horses, whatever you need to do. Get on your buggy. Load up that scooter. I don't care. Surf here if you have to. But come on in, get down here to the Seminole Hard Rock and Roll Poker Open, Hollywood, Florida, as we get ready to head into the main event. By the way, Nate, we did crown a champion yesterday.
You did?
We did. A wild one yesterday. Well, maybe not so wild, but, of course we had a total blowout winner happen 2 days ago, and pretty close to the same scenario today, or yesterday, as we crowned Darren Stabinski. And this is a guy, I got to tell you what, Nate, this is a guy that people are going to need to watch out for. As he had a great run started at the main event, crashed by running into a set of kings. He was the one that lost to Angel Vu in event 5 in that brutal 3-handed battle that ended up with a 15-minute heads up coming back the next day. Well, he manages to turn that around and takes down event number 12, the $1,100 no limit hold'em re-entry tournament. That was a 2-day event, and Stabinski ended up with a 4-way chop on that one. Darren pretty much had control of that final table almost all the way too. Really only had about one hand where he gave away a few chips, but otherwise just dominated that table as well. So Darren Stabinski out of Miami, Florida, is your event 12 champion with the chop. He takes down $21,256. A guy that I'm sure some people. This is a love it or hate it guy right here, Nate. Santana Noranha, 16,912 finishes second. Jeffrey McNeely out of Thornhill, Ontario, Canada, finishes third for 12,635. and Blake Ovine, and this is this is an incredible story here. Nate, this guy's from Mandan, North Dakota. Went to Bismarck Century High School. I know these schools well out there, but from Mandan, North Dakota, out near Bismarck. 18 years old, because you can be 18 to play down here. 18 years old, has been having a great series, and he ends up in 4th place. He almost didn't want to chop that up. He was close to saying no. He was low on chips, but decided, it was either going to be, it could have been 7,000 or 12,000. He opted to take the safe 12,000, and he finishes 4th. But he and his father are both down here playing well. But that's pretty exciting to see an 18-year-old making a stand like that, especially in an $1,100 buy-in. So pretty impressive job by the kid, Blake Ovine. Blake Ovine, yes, 18 years old. That's a good story.
And smashed it, huh?
He smashed it. Yeah, but he was impressive. I mean, I got to watch him play, and that kid was balling. Loved it. Richard Myers finishing 5th, David Jackson in 6th, Larry Klur in 7th, and Stephen Bennett in 8th place. So that was the event that finished up yesterday here. So event 12 in the books, and we are just waiting for the post from Kayleen here on shrpo.com for the Omaha tournament. And as soon as that comes up, we'll let you know what happened there. But like I said, a chop taking place, and if it goes by the chip counts that were on the board here, I'm not sure. Kayleen, who ended up winning? Okay, so the guy that took most of the day off, he probably played about 3 hands of Omaha today, ends up winning the tournament. So Mark Perlman is your winner on that, per the chop. JJ Hyun Chun, 3rd final table of this series, Nate.
So he got back in time just to. They were probably already talking about the chop.
They
before
were.
He even showed up.
Yes, they were.
And he got there in time to make a decision on whether or not he wanted to take. I'm hoping he didn't take less than first place money if he was a major chip leader there.
Yeah, we'll find out. But so Mark Perlman takes down the Omaha 8 tournament here, $300 buy-in, event number 13. So now we're just down to this freeze out today and some of these qualifiers before we hit the Thanksgiving break. So there you go. That's what's happening here at the Hard Rock. Wow. See, it's just news after news after news. We break news. If you want to know what's going on at this tournament series, we're just on here at the right time. I don't know what it is, but tournaments keep ending while we're on the air. It's perfect. That's all you got, Nate? You're not very responsive today. Did you have coffee?
I'm not. I don't know what's up in my head today, Mark. It's just I'm flustered. Yesterday was a beautiful day. Blue Shark Optics made an announcement.
Yes,
the newest Team Pro.
I was just going to lead into that. I want to congratulate you on being named, Nate Dowland, one of the newest Team Pro for Blue Shark Optics. Now all you got to do is tell Carrie to go out and spend the $300 on patches.
On patches.
On patches.
He's got lots of patches.
No, he's got stickers.
No, he's got patches.
Okay, he does now. Okay, well that's good. That's an upgrade.
Yeah, well for the brigade, they had big stickers, but for the Team Pros we have patches.
Okay, good.
And jackets and hoodies and obviously some fabulous glasses.
Very nice. Well, congratulations to you, Nate. Very proud of you. That's a cool thing to have for you and on your resume, and so good luck with that. Way to go, man.
I appreciate it. Blue Shark Optics rock. That's for sure.
Did you get laid?
Of course.
All right. Hey, baby, I'm a BSO pro now. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, we're just in a spunky mood. The nice thing here is, Nate, is I am not hungover today.
Oh, that's a good
to all
thing.
our listeners, I'm not hungover. I'm a little wiped out because I swear to God, people are just waking me up right and left. And then, of course, we still have construction going on because they're doing they're remodeling the entire pool area. And I believe they're going to be starting construction on another tower down here because they're doing so darned well. Yeah, so we had to, so between some people and, an occasional power tool, It is what it is. Boy, we are just on a roll today. My God. Here on the Mark Hoke Show, thanks for being with us. Once again, we're live here at the Seminole Hard Rock and Roll Poker Open. And, of course, if you want to follow the blog team on there, all series long, shrpo.com. Super Al Canhanger there and Kaylee Minton doing a great job, and I'm just trying not to screw things up. So that's what's going on. Of course, Twitter at SHRPO and hashtag is on at SHRPO. And you kids can say hi to us. Troll us if you try. Be prepared for a response. Al Canhang is handling the Twitter trolls. You're handling the Twitter trolls, right?
Just Twitter trolls.
Just general
Twitter
trolls out there at SHRPO. Well, good. So apparently we're troll free. See, he exterminated them. That's great. But yeah.
So Lane Abraham did not want to be photographed?
There are a few players here who request not to be photographed down here.
That's funny.
I don't know why. Maybe it's the...
So they only chopped it up 3 ways because, according to the Seminole Hard Rock Poker Open,
I don't know. I have to.
Lane Abraham took 4th.
Let me see. I haven't refreshed yet. I don't have that post yet, so we'll find out. Yeah, I'm not
How
seeing.
Do you not have that update yet?
I don't know. I'm clicking on it right now.
It's the first one, man.
Well, it's not up there for me. I still have the break time chip counts post. I could actually invade the. Give me 1 second. Hang on. I'll do some digging here. I gotta move your little Skype thing off my. There we go. That'll make that a little easier. I'll go into my. I have admin ability. It's exciting. Ooh. So I'm not seeing it. I can sneak in.
So we could play hooker, not a hooker on Seminole Hard Rock Poker Open?
Technically, you could. All right, we got it. Okay, I've got an event. Oh, see, now it's currently locked. I cannot get into that post. I cannot get in there. So, yeah, I don't know. Lane Abraham, I have no idea. I'm looking at him finishing at 4th. Yep. So I don't know. Maybe he chose not to put up want his picture up there. Who knows? A lot of these guys did. But I heard. But one of the dumbest ones. And no offense to this guy. I'm not going to mention his name. But one guy who was one of the 2 chip leaders from one of the flights in the $500,000 guaranteed deeper stack tournament said that he didn't want his picture posted for strategic reasons. I didn't want people to know who I am, dude. Your name is on a list that's up on the wall, and you're going to be walking in with about the 3rd biggest chip stack in the whole tournament. I think people are going to know who you are.
Or at least have an idea.
General idea. Because, the thing is that once everybody sits down and says, oh, that guy's got 300,000 chips. Oh, yeah, that guy does have 3. Hey, Steve, look over here. This guy's got 300,000 chips. Your strategic advantage is blown.
It's blown.
So here's the deal. Just... unless you have like major reasons that you you want to stay anonymous, which some people have legitimate reasons for business and stuff like that. But generally, you know what? Just let us put your picture on the blog. You know what? Enjoy your 15 seconds of fame. It's not hard. Oh.
It's supposed to be 15 minutes of fame. Not
no,
seconds.
that is seconds. That one is seconds. If you are second place in a flight of a tournament, that's 15 seconds, kids. So, yeah. But anyway, hey, by the way, speaking of flights, I'm excited. Are you excited, Nate?
I am.
Because
it's going to be my first time out of Nevada in the last 8 years.
Wow. You never even hopped in a car and drove to California?
Well, yeah, I guess I've gone to California.
Yeah, maybe Arizona? Going down to the Grand Canyon? No. Nate's apparently meandering around his house. But we are going to be headed to the 2-pair poker tour event going on in Eugene, Oregon, at the High Mountain Poker Palace. And you'd better be there, too. We're going to have a great time up there. We got Lon McCarron coming in. He is one of the tour ambassadors. Tyler Patterson, World Series Poker bracelet winner, is going to be coming in. And, of course, the team pros who are just – and you're going to love these guys, Nate. They are terrific. Sean Drake, Drew Cassari, and Matt Bodorf. And Bodorf's cool. And his wife is a sweetheart, by the way. She was so nice to me when we were up there, when I was out there at the 101 Casino in Petaluma. Just a terrific group of people. And, of course, Roger Bailey running the tour. We're going to have just an incredible time. 8 live streams up there. We're going to be doing commentary on 7 of them, maybe 8 if I can talk Roger into pushing it up a day, because I know we're coming in on the second day of the series. But Nate, you and I, Nate, are going to be doing the live event coverage and commentary, along with so many other super guest stars that we'll have in the booth. I can't wait to sit with Lon again. Do you know how cool that is, Nate, to sit in a commentary booth with Lon McCarron? I've lost Nate. All right. Nate will come back soon. I'm sure he does, but it's going to be an awesome time. So, fantastic events up there. Check it out at the number2pairpoker.net.
Are you back?
Yeah, you're back. The number2pairpoker.net, and see everything's going on. We got you a special booking rate up there at the Holiday Inn Eugene. Just give him a code. You'll hear it in the promo we'll be running in a second. But get on in there, join us. We're going to have a blast up there in Eugene, Duckland. Quack. Nate, you better have your green and gold ready to go, buddy. Nate is still working on a microphone issue or something. Oh, now he's falling down. Apparently, Nate is drunk.
All right.
He's working on it. Well, while Nate is adjusting himself and fixing his cup, we are going to take a break. We'll be right back here on the Mark Hoke Show. We're live from the Seminole Hard Rock and Roll Poker Open here on MarkHokeShow.com. I want to thank you all for joining us. We'll see you on the other side of the break.
Most times, they didn't even notice that Pharaoh was watching them.
Hi everyone, Mark here. If you're a poker player like me and looking for something different and exciting to play, you should give open-faced Chinese poker a shot. It has just
I don't know why I cannot hear you, Mark. It's really strange.
Sorry, Nate. We were
hitting
a commercial break. I gotta cut you off here, buddy.
Eugene, Oregon, December 4th through the 4th.
Sorry, we'll get to that commercial break. Hang on, we'll start that over. My apologies. Little Nate Skyping in there. Hang on, we'll be right back.
Hi everyone, Mark here. If you're a poker player like me and looking for something different and exciting to play, you should give open-faced Chinese poker a shot. It has just the right mix of skill, luck, plus a huge dose of the fun factor we're all looking for. There's a reason open-faced Chinese poker has everyone from the recreational player to the top pros hooked on its thrills, action, and unique social interactions you won't find in Hold'em. An incredible game like this has got to be worth checking out. And it's easy to learn, especially by using the ABC Chinese Poker app. Download the ABC Chinese Poker app on iTunes today and find out what everyone's talking about. And if you have questions about the game, tweet at ABC Chinese Poker and they'll be glad to help you along. So join the open-faced Chinese poker community today with the ABC Chinese Poker app, and we'll see you at the tables.
One man, his lucky shirt, an unforgettable night, and a winning streak that never seemed to end. That's how Blind Squirrel began, and we haven't looked back since. We make the clothes that we want to wear for the places where we want to look and feel our best. The game, the speakeasy, and the casino floor. Blind Squirrel's small batch, high-quality gear is for people too busy grabbing life by the nuts to bother with crappy, ill-fitting clothing. Because like you, we prefer our nights long, our drinks strong, and our lucky shirt to be our most comfortable. So look good, be lucky, and visit blindsquirrelapparel.com for your new favorite shirt. As an added bonus, you'll receive 20% off your purchase with the promo code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You can also pick up Blind Squirrel apparel at the Borgata in Atlantic City and in Las Vegas at all Masura stores at Mandalay Bay, Monte Carlo, The Mirage, and MGM Grand. Look good and be lucky with Blind Squirrel Apparel.
The poker action never stops at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. We have millions of reasons for you to be a part of our 4th annual Seminole Hard Rock Rock and Roll Poker Open, November 13th through December 3rd. Time to go all in. Opening event starts November 13th with a $500,000 guaranteed prize pool. Play in any of the events leading up to the championship at the premier poker destination. The Seminole Hard Rock Rock and Roll Poker Open Championship begins November 28th through December 3rd with a guaranteed prize pool of $2 million. Final table of the championship will be live streamed by Poker Night in America and aired on CBS Sports. Space is limited. Visit shrpo.com or the poker room for registration and details. Only at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Hollywood. Must be 21 to play slots and table games and at least 18 to play live poker. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
The Two-Pair Poker Tour takes over the High Mountain Poker Palace in Eugene, Oregon, December 4th through the 14th. The series features 8 live-streamed final tables where you could be playing for a championship for all your friends to see. This Two-Pair Poker Tour series will also feature appearances by ESPN's Lon McCarran, WSOP bracelet winner Tyler Patterson, Two-Pair Team Pros Sean Drake, Matt Bodorf, and Drew Casari, plus the Mark Hoke Show team bringing you commentary and live event coverage throughout the series. And book your rooms now with a special poker player rate at the beautiful Holiday Inn Eugene Springfield by calling 541-284-0631 and use the group code HMP. So join us at Eugene, Oregon for the Two-Pair Poker Tour December 4th through the 14th. For all the series info, visit twopairpoker.net, the number 2pairpoker.net. Two-Pair Poker. We provide the ultimate player experience.
I'm Dutch Boyd, 2-time WSOP bracelet winner, and I want to share my story with you. 12 years as a pro has taught me a lot. For the last year, I've boiled it all down into a tell-all book, 90,000 words. In Poker Tilt, I take you on my journey through all the ups and downs that poker has to offer, all the manic highs and hellish lows of every bad beat and lucky draw. So go to www.pokertilt.com to read more, or just go buy the new book on Amazon or Kindle. Right now, pokertilt.com. I guarantee you'll enjoy the ride.
There's nothing better than sitting down to play poker with good friends and cutting loose. And that's what you're going to find when you tune in to Poker Night in America. Poker Night in America is revolutionizing televised poker in a big way, with all the action you love and the hilarious fun you've been missing. Come take a seat at the table with all your favorite players, old and new, with Poker Night in America. Sunday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on CBS Sports Network. And don't forget to visit the show online at pokernight.com. So pull up a chair and join us Sundays on Poker Night in America. PokerShop.com is your one-stop shop for all your poker and game room needs. PokerShop.com has you covered with an incredible variety of poker chips and supplies, top-quality playing cards, plus gaming tables and room accessories, just like you'd find in your favorite casino. And if you're looking to spruce up your man cave, we offer a wide selection of decor options, from lighting to mirrors and portable bars to bub stools, to make your game room the one all your friends and family will be talking about. So for everything you need to make your game night a great night, go to www.pokershop.com and receive 10% off your purchase with the code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You supply your friends, we supply everything else. Live it, love it. Pokershop.com.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
This is the Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
Sorry about that, everybody. I was distracted by all the beautiful people and superstars here. And, I cut the music off, too. Let's get Nate Dallin back on here, hopefully. I don't know what Nate was doing. I think he was fell in the toilet or something with the microphone. But of course, we are live here, Seminole Hard Rock Rock and Roll Poker Open. Aaron Massey in the house, who's been on a tear here. And there's Nate. Oh, thank God you're wearing clothes, Nate.
It is time, Mark.
And wearing that Mark Hoke Show shirt. Very nice. Good for you. Nate,
Well, why you can't? I can't hear you.
I can hear you. I think you've got an issue on your end, sir. Sorry about that, but so well, see what you can do on your end, Nate. Do you want me to hang up or? Yeah, he can't hear me, so I'll have to let Nate go, and we'll try and get him back in a little bit. Oh, there's my music. Oh, good God. We're just on a roll here. My God, that music's great though. I love it. I'm just gonna let it play out. There's destiny going on here. Yeah, so Aaron Massey in the house here, and of course right now we're looking at this freeze out going on. Players starting to roll in here. That was a $30,000 guarantee on that. That has been crushed. And we are looking forward to seeing who ends up taking down this final event today. It is now the only game in the house on the main event schedule. I saw Angel Vu was in here. A lot of great poker superstars finally making their way down here after a lot going on around the country. And it's too bad because they did miss some great events early on in this series. But we also want to mention a couple other winners out there on the circuit. First out, the Heartland Poker Tour at the Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort. That one is taken down by David. David Gutfreund out of Chicago, Illinois. He wins $156,649. As that completed their 10th season. And that was the HPT Season 10 Championship. So congratulations to David Gutfreund, who takes that one down, knocks off Sean Roberts, Springfield, Missouri, Michael O'Neill in third, Huang Tran in fourth, Joe Cotta, by the way, on that final table, finishing in eighth place. So we got a new HPT champion. Pretty cool. I'm gonna give Nate D one more shot here. Of course, Nate's a co-host on the Mark Hoke Show on KLAV 1230 AM. And by the way, our guest coming up here on the show tomorrow afternoon, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific on KLAV 1230 AM and KLAV 1230am.com is going to be Nikolai Yakovenko. And if you don't know Nikolai, well, you should.
Sure.
Are you good, Nate?
I hear you for anything, and I don't know why.
I don't know either. Sorry, brother. So Nikolai Yakovenko, who is the man behind the ABC Chinese Poker app, is going to be on the show on Wednesday. So looking forward to having him join us. That should be a great time. We get to talk about open-faced Chinese poker. Of course, Tony Bet is going to be doing a open-faced Chinese Poker World Championship. So that's going to be pretty cool. So we're looking forward to that one, having him on the show on Wednesday. 3 weeks from now on the KLAV show, Jamie Gold, who kind of got hung up here, now gets himself roped into doing the Mark Hoke Show on KLAV, so he's going to do that for us on the 10th. We're trying to book a very special guest on the 3rd, keeping the fingers crossed, but that should be a good show coming back for one of my 2 days home before we head up to Eugene for the two-pair poker tour event. All right, and also, by the way, another big winner out there in the poker world. And give me 1 second here. I've got to get that article up on the screen. It was there, and now it is gone. There it is. The WSOP circuit event at Planet Hollywood had their main event finish up, and John Eames out of Southport, United Kingdom, takes that one down, 289,706 smackaronis. Matt Berkey out of Las Vegas, 179,119 for second. Ping Lu out of Chicago, Illinois, finishing third, 133,110. Followed by Dustin Johns, Brad Libson, Corey Emery, Johnny Neckar, Quang Go, and Michael Skomak. So There were your finishes there. Chris Lind was in that mix. He finished in 10th place. We had Jeff Fielder in there. Dan O'Brien finishing 40th. Scott Davies, of course, has been on a roll. He finishes 42nd. Guess he got tired of winning all that money over in Macau and Australia. Comes back home, picks up some more. So pretty wild finish there at the WSOP circuit event at Planet Hollywood for John Eames. I have a feeling we're going to have a bigger payday out here than what they had at that main event here at Seminole Hard Rock for the $2 million guarantee. Should be an outstanding event coming up here. And we're very excited about what's coming up starting on Friday here this week. All right, and Nady D is going to give it one more shot here. I'm calling him Nady D. I don't know what's going on.
ADD, huh?
Nady D. All right, now you're good.
There. Sorry about that. A little mishap. Everything. I even tried switching to my computer. My computer wouldn't do anything. I blamed Skype.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, so there you go. So we just broke down everything, the other couple of events that just finished up at the Heartland Poker Tour and the WSOP circuit event at Planet Hollywood. And now all eyes are going to be focused on the Seminole Hard Rock coming up here starting on Friday. Yahoo!
Yeah, there's really nothing else going on, is there?
Yeah, that's usually how they set it up out here.
The WPT just wrapped up over in the UK in the Party Poker Open. So
they had a good spot on the schedule for this summer. Then they changed it. Kind of caused some issues, like $2.5 million overlay. By the way, one of the funniest things happened in the room down here, and it's at the point now because nobody got fired. Everybody was cool here about what happened.
Nobody got fired for a $2.5 million mistake.
No, they were like millions up. They didn't care.
All right. That's great.
I know, it's good, isn't it? Well, here's what happened a few days ago. And it was just hilarious. One of the floor guys they're doing some of these satellites to get into the main event, and one of the floor guys is doing an announcement trying to draw players over to come in and play it, and he says, "It's the biggest overlay you've ever seen." and I had to say, and I said, I yelled out, "Not quite!" And the whole room just busted up. And he just kind of was like, "Yep. That was a good try, though."
The largest overlay ever.
It's like, oh, there's a couple of seats. No, $2.5 million. Incorrect, sir. But they're coming back with it. I'm excited, man. I'll tell you what, I can't wait. Hopefully, we'll be down here again next year for when they run the $10 million guarantee again. Because I'll tell you what, I have a feeling this place is going to be a madhouse. I really do. I mean, here's the thing. If they hit it, if they break the guarantee again, then there's a lot of money on the line. If they don't, then
there's still a lot of money on the line.
There's still a lot of money on the line, and a lot of people are going to come barreling down here and make it. So, I mean, it's going to be a win either way. So we'll be looking forward to seeing that next year for the Seminole Hard Rock Poker Open. Should be cool. But we're rocking and rolling right now here, Nate. We are rocking and rolling. That's what's happening. So what else is going on in Vegas there, big guy?
Ultimate Poker has issued their final checks. They emptied everybody's accounts, and they're mailing everybody a check. I am going to be receiving a check because they took all my points that I had added up in my little free roll chips, and they are sending me a check for 44 cents.
Wow. Wow, you suck. Mine's for 209.
Well, I cashed everything else out.
Ah, okay.
My points were all that I had left. And I had just bought a couple things out of the store, which are now going to be collector items, which I sent out to the listeners of the Beyond the Grind radio show.
Oh, Jesus.
So my listeners are going to have some nice poker memorabilia from America's first legalized card room.
You know what I should do? I should go down there to the office. Because I've spent time in the Oldham offices. We were in the process of working out a deal with them, and then they got shut down. And people have no idea how hard I was working on that just crushing.
You and Joe both.
Oh, I mean, we were both on the verge of putting something together with them, and but I think I'm going to go down there and I'm going to steal some swag.
Do you think if California opens that they could flip that switch back on?
No, I think they're.
No?
I think that they have no interest in restarting that company. I think they're just because it's partly associated with the UFC and that group, and those guys just don't want anything to do with it right now. And understandably so. I mean, I'll tell you what, if I'm looking at getting into this business right now, boy, I got to be thinking twice. I really have to be thinking twice. I mean, WSOP's got in New Jersey, it's the guys with the Borgata site are doing pretty well out there. Followed by WSOP, and then WSOP just has a stranglehold on Nevada.
That's Party Poker.
Yeah. So it's interesting. The dynamic is it's still a little raw. Sometimes when you're the first one through the door, you're the one that gets cut to shreds. Unfortunately.
Yeah. What I like about Party Poker is they actually went straight for their demographic. They sponsored a couple of professional sports teams. They actually went out and marketed in their own market. Here you rarely see Ultimate Poker signs. You don't see anything. We don't have a professional sports team where everybody can see. And not only that, when people fly into Las Vegas or into Reno or even drive into Wendover, the last thing they want to do is stop and sit down in front of a computer.
Yeah.
I do like that WSOP now is available on mobile devices. Real Gaming is available on all mobile devices also. Ultimate Poker wasn't, and they didn't have any plans on it that I could see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I think really you have to look at the mobile aspect of it, because when you're visiting Las Vegas, you don't want to be stuck sitting in front of a computer.
Yeah, that is a good point. Very good point. But of course, you're playing poker. You can take it to the table. But if you're on vacation, you're on vacation. Absolutely. By the way, we do have the write up for the Omaha 8 tournament on shrpo.com. And, really nice finishing hand there, by the way. But a three-way chop to wrap it up. Mark Perlman. They're going to call him Sleepy from now on. Had 407.
Sleepy.
Yeah, he had 407,000 chips. Daniel Ganacht. I'm not sure if I got that right or not. I think that's his second final table too. One had 122,000. Jeff Trudeau had 108. So they chop it up. Mark gets the win, and hey, here's the number, Nate, 4,900. That seems to be going around here. That was the number that we had with Durrani 2 days ago. 4,900 for him. Ganacht gets 3148. Trudeau also gets 3148. So congratulations to Mark Perlman as he officially wins the $300 Omaha 8 event number 13. Lane Abraham finished in fourth on that one. JJ Hyun Chun in fifth. That is his third top 5 finish in this series.
That's awesome.
Third top 5. I mean, and even if they're small tournaments, that's still pretty darned impressive. So, I was talking to him the other day, and he's from LA. He does have a World Series of Poker bracelet. Had been out of the game for a while, has come back, and boy, is he coming back in a big way. That might be a name to watch in the future. Older gentleman, but just because he's not 22 doesn't mean he can't play poker.
Yeah.
So congratulations to all those guys in event number 13 as they end up wrapping that thing up pretty shortly after play started this afternoon. So money. Way to go.
Money.
Oh, man, there's a $2 million guarantee, Nate. $2 million.
I know. That's like $500,000 for first, Mark.
That's a winner. You need to get out here. See, what you do is you come out here and then you follow us up to Oregon. It's pretty simple.
That's right.
Cheap flights out of Vegas, by the way. They were running about $230. I know when I looked a few months ago, it was $200. They went up to about $230. But yeah, you can get some cheap flights out of there. Fortunately, the funny part is, Nate, though, there was no nonstop. So you and I have to go.
Really?
You and I have to go to Phoenix first.
Oh no!
We
Really?
gotta go down to Phoenix and then up to Oregon.
Man. And we have to avoid all the snowfall out east because those planes are the ones that fly here to fly us up there. So I've had to do this crap before.
Yeah, well, I think we'll be okay. But yes, we will
I
be.
tell you what, Mark, when you're flying from Wisconsin to Las Vegas to get married, and for some reason you're flying over the Pacific Ocean, something went wrong on your trip.
That is incorrect. Incorrect. I swear to God, I mean, that may sound stupid, but I remember when I was flying out of here the last time when we were down here at Seminole Hard Rock. We started flying east after when we came out of the airport, and I'm looking out. I'm like, we're going over the Atlantic Ocean here. Could we change directions? And of course we did, but it kind of caught me by surprise for a second. I was like, yeah, okay. Would you rather be flying over water or land? If something, because God forbid something happens, would you rather be over water or land? I think I'd still rather be over land.
I'd rather be over water. I can swim like a fish. I can float on my back for days. Not a problem.
Yeah, but that impact's bad. And then you get stuck inside. I don't know.
But you can actually land a plane on water, though.
Well, you can land a plane on land,
too. The pilot a few years back who landed in the river.
Yeah, well, he pulled off a miracle, too.
Yeah, he did.
I think I'd rather take my chances landing on the ground and being able to walk away as opposed to, I hope the flotation device that used to be that I was sitting on here for 4 hours is enough to keep me afloat. You know what I mean? I think I'll take the chance of being able to go out on some land and hang out. Why am I even talking about plane crashes? That's not good.
No, it's not.
You haven't flown for a while either, so that'll get you, Nate. Hey, oh, by the way,
I haven't flown in years.
Our buddy Big Hooney, who's been a guest on the show before, Chris Hoonigan, tell you what, did you see what he did? Went over $7 million in lifetime cashes online.
Nice.
This last weekend.
Almost up to Mormon.
Yeah, so congratulations to Big Hooney. And I think he, I can't remember if he took over the number one spot or not. Again, but pretty nice run and career for Chris Hoonigan. I'll tell you what, great guy. Having fun down in Costa Rica. Got that nice little complex down there. And of course, he won the PokerStars Sunday warm up.
Oh, that's a great tournament.
Yeah.
I miss that so much.
Yeah, so put that one on the board, and Big Hooney over $7 million in lifetime winnings. So I wish he'd come up here and play. Maybe he will. Who knows? If he's listening to the show, Chris,
send him an invite.
Chris, get up here, buddy. We'll have a good time. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So like I said, not a whole lot going on in here except for this freeze-out tournament and I think a satellite qualifier. It's going to be hopefully a nice, easy night. Nita actually got out of here at 12:30 last night.
Oh, wow. I seen you had an update at 12:15 last night.
Yep. Boom and gone. Yep. Got it done, and off I went to Murphy's. Yeah, I was intoxicated last night. I didn't realize how intoxicated I was until I sat down to eat. Then I was a little toasty.
Yeah, I always figure it out when I go to lay down, and all of a sudden my beds start spinning. And, I don't know how I get those spinning beds, but
see, I had no spinning going on. I know where the line is. There's a line there that you go from being pretty happy to getting the spins and the whatever else comes along with it. So you got to be careful with that, kids. Know that line. You can get a little messed up and not go crazy.
And not go crazy?
Yeah, not go crazy. Getting the spinsies and boot factor 5s going and all that stuff. Stay away from that. I'm not going to let you get drunk up in Oregon though.
I don't drink that much. I
don't
actually
either.
This year I have drank more in the last 4 months than I have drank in the entire 8 years I've been in Las Vegas.
Wow. I hate to ask why.
Different, hanging out with people that drink instead of people that don't.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. Oh.
Makes a big difference.
All right. Well, yeah.
King's Cup.
King's Cup. That's right.
I tell you what, that fireball is amazing
stuff.
stuff.
Oh, Jesus. You are just, yeah. Oh, that stuff's rough.
See, I thought it was schnapps. I didn't realize it was a whiskey.
Oh, it's a whiskey. Yeah,
I realized that the day after I drank a bottle of it, playing King's Cup.
Yeah.
I love Fireball, though. That stuff's great.
Good work on your part, Nate Dallin. Oh, my goodness. By the way, really excited, of course, so want to make sure that we mention Poker Night in America is going to be coming down here for a few days, doing some tapings. Of course, the all-ladies taping featuring Jamie Kerstetter.
That's going to be fantastic. Unfortunately, we did lose the other grindette.
Yeah, Katie Stone just had her back surgery. She came out of that yesterday, and unfortunately is not going to be up and around enough to be able to sit up and play, which is just devastating. I know how excited she was to be on the show, but she'll be back. We'll get her on another Poker Night in America show, I'm sure. We'll find a way.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Well, I did see one of my teammates is now on the alternate list for that show, Nancy Birnbaum.
Okay, that would make sense.
Yeah, absolutely. She is great. She's a great player, and I think she'll actually do really well on the show.
Yeah, so we been interacting with Nancy down here quite a bit. She's been having a solid series, doing all right. But, so come on down. You want to catch some Poker Night in America tapings. And, of course, don't forget CBS Sports Network, 10 p.m. Eastern. And we'll soon be having a spot on there from the Mark Hoke Show. I'm so excited. I wonder if they're going to make me do something stupid down here, though, because I'm kind of at their whim on this deal, right? Because, the deal is we're going to do we're going to advertise the show, and we're going to do a monthly Poker Night in America spotlight show for them, right? Along with running the ads for them. And, their part, they're going to run the ad, and, but the other two pieces of it were if I can get the backing to get on the show, I can get on the show. So that's a 2015 project right there for me. But the other one was I've offered my services. If there's any way that they want me to do some things, incorporate me into the show, whatever they need,
roll you down a hill,
I'm gonna do, right? So
right.
I'm kind of scared on that because you see some of the things they have to do on Poker Night in America. I mean, they're
very creative.
They're putting Danneman out on a hockey rink. Are you kidding me? that was kind of funny seeing Steve fall down. But by the way, I want to congratulate Steve on the twins. By the way, he's got a couple of twin daughters, I believe. So congratulations to Steve Danneman there. But yeah, so that little clause is kind of an all-inclusive catch-all. I mean, they may make me dress up like Al Can't Hang. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. So
I highly doubt if they're going to make you dress up like Al.
Yeah, but I know they're going to make me do something stupid. I know they are, which is okay. I made it very clear. I am a non-profit whore when it comes to that kind of stuff. You want me to wear
non-profit?
You want me to
or a for-profit whore?
Well,
isn't it?
Whatever, same difference.
Okay.
No, I won't be profiting from getting in a bunny suit. I guess in a roundabout way I would. But that's what we should do. We should put it up to a vote to all of our listeners and friends. What should Mark have to dress up as on Poker Night in America to completely interfere with the game?
An elf.
Elf. Oh God.
I
could be the dwarf in
ooh, there you go.
in Lord of the Rings. Why? Yeah, that's terrible. I forget his name too. I'll tell you what. I'm just blanking on stuff today. I think I popped a brain cell last night that I needed. It's not good. Not good at all. Well, we are just rambling through this show today. Like I said, the action kind of slowing down here until we get to Friday's excitement. Of course, Nikolai Yakovenko going to be joining us on tomorrow's KLAV show. And, of course, you can catch it on KLAV 1230 AM in Las Vegas and KLAV 1230am.com all around the world in the universe. Maybe there's a few people from Saturn that, have their internet and tuning in. I wouldn't blame them.
You probably have more listeners on Uranus.
You're on that show too, Nate. Come on.
I'm just saying there's probably more listeners on Uranus than there is on Saturn.
You are so messed up, brother. So messed up. But, yeah, so make sure you guys join us for that. And, of course, if you want to follow the show, at Mark Hoke Show, Facebook, The Mark Hoke Show. And let's see. Of course, podcasts are available on markhokeshow.podbean.com. We also got our videos from all these live shows up on YouTube, too. Just search Mark Hoke. Pretty easy way to do it. I am the number one Mark Hoke on YouTube again, thank God. I've overtaken this other upstart. Actually, I think I took over for him, and then he went ahead of me again. And now I'm back. So
I'm even going to put this out there. You're my favorite Hoke because Brady needs his ass kicked. Can you kick his ass for me?
Well, you know what?
Hoke versus Hoke.
I think I'd lose. I really think I'd lose that fight. There's other Hokes out there I would love to beat the hell out of, but not that one. By the way, I'm really disappointed right now because on the giant screens up here, of course, we got 2 giant screens in the room, and it has come to this here on Tuesday morning or Tuesday afternoon. We've got soccer.
Football.
Soccer. Bayern and Manchester City. That's right, Bayern and Man City. That's very distressing. Oh, dude just got pushed down, though. That was pretty cool. Anyway. So, yeah, hopefully we can find some college basketball or something. I think everybody wasn't paying attention to the screen because that's just an abomination, that being up there. No offense to our soccer fans, but what are you going to do? So once again, guys, this, like I said, this will be our last broadcast, markhokeshow.com, for a couple of days. This will be back on, this edition on the internet will be back on Friday as we get ready as we kick off the main event here, the $2 million guarantee, and we'll see you on markhokeshow.com tomorrow. I think that's going to do it for us, Nate. So, hey, thanks for having those technical difficulties and completely messing up the broadcast. Good work. You're even slow on that, too, man. What a day.
Oh, I'm glad it's going to be a calm day here. I think.
There you go. I think it's going to be a calm day here, too. As we're just going to be covering the shootout, and then we're going to be getting to take it easy for a couple days and relax. So I want to thank everybody for joining us. Guys, we will see you next time on the Mark Hoke Show. Once again, KLAV 1230 AM and KLAV1230am.com. Coming up tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Thanksgiving, nothing, and then we'll be back here Friday for the start of the main event here at the Seminole Hard Rock and Roll Poker Open. And on behalf of Nate Dowland and all of our team, we miss Joe Payne. I know this is too early for him. We will see you guys next time here on the Mark Hoke Show. Thanks for joining us.